Want to start off by, complimenting TCU, their program, Coach Patterson, their team. Really a hard-fought game, all the way through 4 quarters. I knew, watching them, it's funny, I had all week I had in my head, these guys behind 31 against Oregon come back and win. Saw them, who else, behind a few weeks ago, 20 to 21 nothing maybe to Arkansas, come back to take the lead in the 4th quarter. And there's one other game I saw here lately where they came back and either won or put themselves in a great position to win. And so I knew it was going to take all 4 quarters. But they played an excellent, hard-fought game. I'm really proud of my guys to have played the way they did. In particular, I thought offensively, run and pass, we had great balance. Baker was great. I thought our running game was excellent with the patched-up O-line. We had a lot of guys out, and then but they did a great job defensively. Gave up some big plays when they ran to the line, and our guys it's just poor football to let people run right by you and not be deep enough to stay on top of them. And that's 101 football that we've got to get corrected. You saw it corrected in the 2nd and 3rd quarters. I thought we had a bunch of 3 and outs. We got our offense some great field position defensively. Came up with some nice stops and really covered well. And then for whatever reason we get in the 4th quarter and then we're not as good. And or compliment TCU. They did, they made the plays on us, and that's where, though, I know we're better than that. And again, as I kept saying all year, we've got to keep working on it. I thought a lot of it was a lot better, especially early in the game, coverage-wise, and we've got to be able to complete it in the 4th quarter. Thought our kicking game was really strong all over the board. Austin Seibert was excellent. Got a lot of faith in that guy. He's an exceptional kicker punter, and hopefully as he goes through the year we'll see more of that. But anyway, it's positive to be on this side of it, and hopefully we'll learn from it and get better from it.
Talk about that last series.
Yeah. Saw a lot of fight back. We did come in with a lot of guys, didn't even make the trip, and had to move some pieces around. Putting Steven, hadn't played nickel all year, and Khalil seemed to do a really good job in there at replacing him at safety and whatever. It just Capri came in and did a nice job. So I saw guys just fight, just continue to work, and this team has fighting character, and we need to again do some fundamental things better. But I believe as we go through, we'll keep getting better from it.
Talk about the last series. You've given up a couple of big plays, but your defense came up big in that last series.
They did, but you know what? They came up big throughout the 3rd quarter, 2nd quarter. We had a lot of 3 and outs, and you don't get that much from TCU. I thought we got a lot of pressure, most all day. And, other than those, breakdowns on some of those deep balls. And, the last one, we should have a free safety back there as well as a corner. We ought to have 2 guys. So that's frustrating. But a good part of it was better and was really good against a good passing, good team. We got to get, though, more consistent with it.
Everyone's recognized that Baker has not played exactly the way he did last year, but tonight it seemed like he was back to his old self.
I thought he was exceptional today. He threw some great strikes, some great deep balls for touchdowns, and got some great 3rd downs. A couple of those drives, he put some great. Nick Basquin caught a couple of them that were tight coverage. He put them right in there in tough situations on 3rd down. 3rd down, and I talk about that a lot. I think gets overlooked, and I'm looking at it, 8 out of 15. That's pretty good. They were 8 of 19 when you put 4th down with 3rd down. So that's a big deal always when you can win that. Yeah, it does. I mean, it opens up the flea flicker that we ran. It opens up some of those run-pass option type plays where you can, dish it out as well as hand it off. I thought Baker did an exceptional job on a bunch of runs, pulling the ball and running when he had the opportunity. And those are big plays because if he hands it off the way they're defending it, it's going to get stuffed, and he'd pull it and get 10, 15. Those are big plays. And anyway, that may go overlooked on that. I thought he did a great job managing that as well.
Talk
Yeah, Joe's a great player, all around great player, athlete, to catch the ball, to play so hard, and you know, the return guys. He's such a threat. Yeah, I thought he had an exceptional game as well, and I thought Samaje ran really tough when we needed him to as well.
What did the offensive line do to, because it was so spotty early, and then they really had a strong run there for much of the rest of the game?
Yeah,
Were there changes in personnel?
yeah, no, I thought overall they were excellent. They picked things up, they blocked things up well. I thought a few times whenever Baker got in trouble was more his timing, trying to hold it and do something else or wait for something, and that's going to happen sometimes. And then, anyway, I just thought overall they did a really solid job with some new pieces in there.
I know everybody always asks you about getting Nixon more carries, but it seemed like tonight when you guys started really generating offense, I know he's not as flashy, but it seems like Samaje was the guy that was really.
Well, you'll never hear. I mean, for us, Samaje's still he's right there as our top dog with Joe. I guess they're even now with two top dogs, but you know, Samaje's great. I mean, he did. I thought he had a great night, and I think he's getting better because of now being on the field. It's easy to overlook all the time he missed. You know, some people think everyone you just go back to being that guy. It takes a little time to get that feel back, and I think that's happening for him.
Also, Baker gets sacked, first possession, they fumble, they score. The fact that he came back so strong, that
Yeah.
speaks to how he does.
Absolutely, he's mentally tough, and I think it speaks to the team. You know, to come into a place that's chomping at the bit and to give them that kind of a start shows that our resilience to be able to come back and fight through it and take the lead, and then take a strong lead. Not only do we fight back, we got a pretty strong lead there in the third quarter going into the fourth. They were already talking. No, those guys, they do it excellent. That's a good crew, and overall, I think all our crews do a good job. They were already going back to tell him that there was nobody there in that area, is what we were yelling about. And then initially he said he was out of the pocket, and I was like, he didn't take one step to get out of the pocket. He was right back where he started. Now he didn't hear me. I was 50 yards away from him with a crowd. So, but fortunately they talked that through too, and I believe they really got it right. I don't think he went any. We were blitzing from the field. He couldn't have got out of the pocket.
Doctor, was there any consideration to going for it rather than getting ahead 6 late with that field goal?
No, I just felt having to get a touchdown with the amount of time and just the one timeout was a better. I didn't want to give them an opportunity to tie it with a field goal.
But it did.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about it, and as well as I was thinking about running it on. Lincoln asked me, "You want?" He goes, "I think slant will be there," and it sure was. There goes our execution again. Hits us right in the chest, and we can't, convert. The game's over, and that's us. And he's wide open, and we got to catch that ball. And those are kind of things I keep bringing up, that we have to get better if we're going to be any kind of team. With simple stuff like that.
Is there any kind of lead that's safe in college football?
Well, I don't know. I don't see everybody else all the time, but it's the way people can operate, no huddle and going fast, and it gets tough.
Bobby didn't have Paris tonight. Makai seemed to play well until he came playing with a hammy. How do you feel about that?
I thought our guys made a lot better plays on the deep balls until the fourth quarter, but early on, JT made a bunch. Micaiah made some nice plays. Overall, I liked what Micaiah did. When he cramped up there late, that kind of got him. And I like what I saw from him in the last week or two. So I think that's going to keep getting better. I really do.
Mike, you got Dupree and Kelly both on the field, and they really looked like they provided some really good additional rush for you.
Yeah, they did. They are good rushers. They're more physical and in some places. So I think they're going to continue to improve and help us too. It's building, but it's that we know there's areas we have to still improve, but I think it showed in a good part of the game that we're willing to fight and do that, and so I like it in that they know how much better we can be, and we've got to keep working for that, and hopefully next week we can take another step.
What does this last week and a half say about everything we talked about after that Ohio State
Well, again, I'm pleased with the fight, the way we started the game. I'm not pleased with that, but the way we reacted to it. And not, like I said, and then you go in the fourth quarter up, I don't know, what were we up, 25? And I don't like the fact that we didn't make some of those plays at the end, but we built that lead. You know, so it shows what we're capable of is what I'm getting at. And now we've got to be able, again, to add to it with more consistency.
Two more questions. Baker got hurt late second quarter. What happened with that? Obviously, he was fine, but is there any concern moving forward?
No, he's fine. We wouldn't have played if there was.
Last one.
You take the field, defense takes the field last possession. Played good in the middle of the game, but 3 straight drives. Pop, pop, pop. How do you keep your guys sort of mentally in the game when they take the field for that last?
You know, just really just all we need is one stop. You know, we're capable and stay positive. Everybody do your job. You know, understand your assignment and I thought Mike did a great job attacking them right off the bat. We got fortunate what they jumped. And listen, you know, Obo's over there. You can say the guy was looking at him crouched down there like a cheetah ready to go after you. Now he was, you know, that can make you flinch. And then I thought, and we came right back and with the blitz, and that also, you know, helps you when now they lose it down. It's like a sack. They lose their down and they get the minus yardage. You know, so anyway, I thought they did it. They did a nice job of just being disciplined and doing their job.